28 June 1997. I did something dramatic last weekend. Go on. The old greenhouse, said Charles. I tore the damn thing down. Dr. Anthony typed away at his computer while Charles leaned forward and rubbed his hands together. I know Candace loved it, he continued. I don't know. I couldn't bear to look at it anymore. Did it give you any clarity? Charles smirked. That was only half of it. I chucked all the timber into a pile and lit it up. Great big bonfire in the backyard. Honestly, it was very cathartic. My goodness, the doctor's eyes widened. That is rather dramatic. It was a controlled burn, obviously. I knew what I was doing. Now that I say it aloud, though, maybe it was foolish. No, I see your intent. You see them backburning all the time near my place, preventing bushfires. Or I should say, lessening the severity. I guess I saw it as a way to safeguard our future, put aside the awful things that have happened. I often liken that to books scattered on the floor, reorganising them and placing them back on the shelf in their rightful place. Your analogy is much more visceral. Big change needs big change? I don't have the eloquence to say what I mean here. I think you get the picture, though. I do, the doctor replied. Forgive me, though, what of Lockie? I can't imagine he would have been too keen to see a fire so close to his home. I knew all that. The kids were at their grandmother's. Don't worry. I'd have never done it if he was around. Wasn't much left for them to see after the burn anyway. Don't think either of them even noticed it was gone. He paused for a moment. It was kind of like taking back some control over it. In a very emblematic way, yes, said the doctor. Charles rubbed his forehead. I've spent over 6 years hiding my more volatile emotions from them. All the pain, grief, anger, and I've got to carry on doing so if I ever hope to give them the innocence they deserve as kids. You are very stoic, my friend. What else can I do if not be stoic? I'm only a man, though. Sometimes I need to break down. Perhaps in wake of your little destructive episode, you can turn towards productivity. Repurpose the space where the greenhouse stood. Way ahead of you there, mate. I'm keeping the garden. Candace used to grow the most beautiful roses there. I plan to start cultivating my own. I think that's a wonderful idea. I know it is. Charles had become defiantly animated. I'll grow as many flowers as I can, for her. I'll stick my hands in the soil, turn it over, grow some giant red tomatoes, anything, I don't know. Gardening is a fantastic way to manage your stress. You can involve the kids as well. I will. And I'll tend that garden until the day I die. Excellent, said Dr. Anthony. A simpler solution than selling your home. Charles shrugged. I was thinking about it the last few months. Just uproot and start anew. I can't, though. Once I thought hard about it, I realised how much the place means to me. You don't know what something means to you until it's gone, or until you consider what life's like if it wasn't there. It sounds as though your despair has given you insight. It has. Charles trailed off. There was a slight hint of a maudlin smile on his face. She's still there, my girl. In and around the place. In the bones of the damn house. The wind in the trees. I can tell. I'll never leave her. It was the house we wanted. The house we were going to raise our babies in. Grow old in. I could never go. What more can I say? She's still got me. The house is my keeper. He drove a distant stare into the teal walls of the office. For that moment, he thought the room was the only place that existed. If he opened the door, looked at the window, he'd see nothing, just darkness, or perhaps a light so bright that nothing else could be seen, all things losing their shape to a boundless infinity. God, his voice dropped to a whisper. How can I ever tell them? Dr. Anthony looked patiently towards him, sorting through his mind for the right answer, but he could find nothing of value to offer. He held his composure. For now, they know enough. Charles gazed back at him with tears welling in his eyes. There will come a time, the doctor continued, when they're old enough to be told more. They might approach you. You might gently explain it to them. More importantly, you'll tell them how much she loved them, her children. Plato's cave, said Charles. Sorry, what? Plato's cave. I don't know what they see. I want them to understand and not be afraid. But I also want to keep them from danger, shield them. I don't know what to do with that yet. I want them to know how much I love them, that I'm there for them, whatever shadows they see. Are you teaching me philosophy now? The doctor smiled. Charles shrugged once more and shook his head absently. You've taught me a thing or two, mate. Then do that. Love them. Be there for them. Trust them to understand. Your love will come across to them in ways unsaid. The room exhaled the silence, taking with it another small portion of his suffering away into the ether, and the burden Charles carried became marginally lighter. Dr. Anthony looked at the clock. Well, we've got about 6 or 7 minutes left. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about? I think I'm good for today. Great. Until next time then.